A lot of people are interested, and rightfully so, in credit repair opportunities. But in this video, I want to talk about 3 ways that you can make money from the credit repair industry and getting access to credit repair software. That is where the money is. Hello, you got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And in this video, I want to talk about you making money in the credit repair industry. Whether you want to understand the credit repair opportunities that exist, whether you want to tap into one of the 3 ways that I say that you can earn money from being in the credit industry, or if you just want to get access to a software, a resource, some tools that can help you take your business to a newer height, or just get into the business for the very first time. So with that being said, I don't want this video to be too lengthy, and I want to value your time and just give you some perspective. But number one of the first ways to make money in the credit industry, and this is the angle that many people think about when they get into, or when they even consider starting their very own credit repair business, and that's actually fixing people's credit, meaning you're the one repairing their credit. Now, I want to throw a little disclaimer and a warning out there. When it comes to restoring someone else's credit, you have to be well aware of the laws that exist in your area. It's different for every location, so make sure you're well astute in the area that you reside in and you're doing business from, because that can make or break your credit repair business before it even starts. In many cases, you're not even supposed to refer to it as credit repair. You want to call it credit restoration. And what you have to understand about when you're in the credit repair business, most of the time you're acting on someone else's behalf. Meaning that if you're restoring or helping someone restore their credit, you're not doing it saying that it's you. You're acting as though you are them, because there are laws and different things that are illegal to do just by saying that it's your company fixing someone else's credit versus you acting on their behalf. So that's something you have to be mindful of if you're really considering getting into the credit repair business, because a lot of rules can be broken if you're not aware. And if you're not aware, then you set yourself up for falling victim to that scenario. The second way that you can make money from the billion-dollar credit industry, maybe even trillion-dollar credit industry, is being an affiliate or referral, meaning that you know a great company that is established and they have all of their ducks in a row and they understand all of the legalities that I mentioned in part 1, or the number 1 way, and you decide that, hey, in exchange for me bringing you business, you pay me a commission. You pay me an affiliate fee. And some people like to take this route because it removes the burden of them having to be the one mailing out the letters or restoring the credit and learning all of the laws that go into being a credit repair business. So they prefer to just refer somebody to a company that would do all of the credit restoration for them. So that's another way to go about it. Not necessarily my cup of tea, due to the fact that I strongly encourage people to be empowered enough to do it for themselves, which is a perfect segue to number 3. The third way for you to make money in the credit restoration industry is by you having the credit repair system in the form of a software and selling the system itself. This is what I recommend. Reason why is because I'm all about empowerment. I prefer that we equip people with knowledge, the tools, the resources that they need in order to do it themselves. Because once you teach a person how to fish, they can eat for a lifetime versus giving them a fish. And so many people get their credit restored, but they never take time out to learn what it took to get their credit restored. So they find themselves having to pay somebody else again to restore their credit, when all they had to do was just understand the simplicity of restoring your own credit. So by selling the system, now you're able to equip them with the tools, the education, the documents, the letters, everything they need in order to restore their own credit, and you get paid from selling the system. And since it's a digital software, it doesn't have a shelf life or a count, meaning that you can sell as many as you want. You just need people who want the system and don't mind doing it themselves. And some people want to just take the system, use that system as a foundation to launch their credit business. So you can take the system, see what's going on and what steps are laid out, all of the documents, and launch your own credit business using the system, because the do-it-yourself system not only teaches you and helps the individual restore their own credit, it also equips the person who doesn't mind being a credit consultant, who doesn't mind restoring credit for someone else and mailing out the letters. It equips you with everything you need in order to succeed and better your own credit or those who you may come into contact with. Now, this is what you have to understand. Not all systems are created equally, because there may be some out there that have these big claims, but they fall short. There's one in particular that I feel is the best that exists in the world, and I know that is a bold claim, but it's because I've seen and heard of a few different ones, and this one is one that I highly recommend, strongly suggest that anybody who is considering getting into the credit profession of any kind, whether it's the first, second, or third way, you have this system as a resource, as a tool, or as a foundation for how you launch your business, and it positions you to sell the system. There are two ways to get access to it, and I'll put a link below so you can access it if it's something you're interested in, and you can buy it outright for a one-time fee. But I recommend the membership that can come along with it, reason being, because now it puts you in a position to actually sell the system. Without the membership, you cannot sell the system. You cannot tap into the residual income that comes from this credit repair opportunity. You cannot tap into the overrides and the leverage income that comes from it if you just buy the system itself. However, if you don't want the leverage income and the ability to sell the system, then by no means do you have to obtain it. But what you can do is just buy the system outright. And we're talking pennies. It doesn't cost hardly anything. It literally could cost thousands, but it's under $100. Whether you're buying it outright or if you're buying the membership and you're paying a monthly amount. So I won't throw any numbers out there. Click the link below if you want access to the system that I strongly encourage and highly recommend. But let's do a brief recap. If you're really serious about getting into the credit industry, then you really want to understand all of the ways that you can enter it and find what works best for you. The third way, you actually would get our assistance, our guidance, and things that have helped us build and expose people to the ways that they can better their credit. We teach you different things we've used to have library meetings and hotel meetings and things on the outside, as well as things that have worked well for us online, like doing credit challenges that allow people to understand how to better their own credit, and that has grown our following, our influence, and created tons of testimonies for people all across the nation. So that third method does give you access to us, so we can be of assistance in any way that we possibly can. But the first way is you actually restoring credit for people. Understand the laws that go into it. Number two is you just serving as an affiliate. You're bridging the gap between the person who wants their credit fixed and the company who does the credit restoration. You bring it together and you get a commission in the middle. So that's the second way. And number three, own the system so you can sell the system or utilize the system as a foundation to catapult your credit business. I hope this video did you some form of justice. I hope you're ready to tap into some of the $1 billion that are available for those who want to earn income off of the credit industry. But more importantly, get educated about credit if you're not already. It's not as hard as people make it out to be, and you can obtain great credit or help thousands of others have great credit. That's all I got. Mr. Smith, signing out. Salute.